stuff from Target. It's the Halloween cards. So we'll try and get a full set of that later. All right. Huh. Hey, Edgar. Let me pick a station. Hi, Ali and Nova. Oh, we'll choose this one. All right, we'll choose this one. Hey, Bang. I think it's gotten better. Hi, Brian. There are answers to Nyx now, and so he's still like really, really strong, but he's no longer maybe as invincible as he used to be. A lot of that is due to Saizo, who has turned out to be kind of a superstar. But I feel like the game is not as one-sided as it was before. It's still money intensive, it's still time intensive, it's still very tedious, but I feel like there's a lot better going for it now. Boy, people that don't kill their friends' bosses, you know? I'll take it. If you're gonna give me your friends' bosses, I'll take it. My goodness. Hi, Rhombus. Oh, I got the wrong game on Twitch. Okay, there we go. Full Moon 22. Really? Let's go see what that gives us. Oops. Did I do that one already? 600 gems, 6 keys. Ooh, that's pretty good. Alright, let me go add that. Alright, so we'll add that up there. Can't seem to move. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, why do people leave their friends' bosses? Like, I'm just gonna take it and get free gems. I like free gems. Alright, so my fuse doesn't reset till tomorrow. I actually discovered that without a lot of stuff saved, I don't have enough to finish heroic runes. So I gotta wait for fuse to reset tomorrow until I can do heroic runes. So the last day of the event. Oh yeah, you know, I got that too actually. It's actually, let me see if I have recorded what they said. I never used it because it was on my. All right, Rhombus. I'm gonna put on slow mode again. What are you doing? You are spamming my chat, and that's kind of tedious. Let me see if I still have it. They gave it to me to use on my other account because I don't use that account, but I ignored it and didn't log in. Let's see here. It is 10 keys, 10 miracle eyes, elite hero chest, and a 6-star fodder chest. And then after you log in, you can get the mini card. You log in for 3 days, you get the monthly card. That's pretty cool. Hi, Dylan. CC Law Office. I really don't want to play Peaks. Like, of all things I hate in this game, Peaks is up there near the top. Hide and seek. Okay, I'll do hide and seek. Hide and seek is not the worst of them. This is hard on a mouse, actually. You can't go that fast on a mouse. Hi, Myth. Okay. So I've hit a point where now I maxed out potentials on 2 familiars, and now I actually have to start thinking about the rest of them, and it's kind of tedious. Because I gotta start all over. I probably shouldn't even do this one. I should use Pasteur. Man. The next Heaven and Hell hero. So this key round is... Or this key round was Malorn. The next one, I think, is gonna be... We know who the next one is, right? It's gonna be Phoenix or something. And then the next one after that is going to be the new Undead. And the one after that is going to be a skip. And the one after that will be Heaven. And then a skip. And then a Hell. Generally, that's how it would work. But it's unknown. What was I just doing right now? I was re-rolling thing. 200 eyes and 10,000 shields. Well, 10,000 shields is what? 500 already, right? You want 700 from now till then? You can get 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you can't hit 700. From now till the next Heaven and Hell, you won't hit 700. Maybe 500. It might be close. 500 something. Basically, I just gotta do this until I max out all the ones I need. Oh, that one's pretty good. No, attack is better. So I have speed max, so I need basically to land on HP and speed, or I need 2 of the good ones. So HP, speed, attack, skill damage. Ideally not skill damage, because I've already got that on the other ones. But I need HP and speed. Or I turn this into a PvE-oriented familiar. Kamachi Vivian is amazing for PvE. If I turn this into a PvE pet, then maybe I'd want like crit rate, or... Actually, maybe these stats are fine. Because maybe I don't need the speed on this one. Which comes into play on this one as well. This one I just need HP on. Huh. I'll have to think about that. I really have to start thinking about what I'm going to do with my familiars. And then I still gotta work on this guy. Maybe I don't care about him so much. So, for people that are playing the new Den, you gotta do this, right? You gotta get to 10 and then play it with a trash team so that you don't accidentally beat it. Like, the whole goal is to not beat it so that you can do the daily quest. And then you have to come out and remember on the last day to beat it. Rhombus, you are spamming the hell out of my chat. Can you stop? Okay, Is that something I need to... Like, I wrote up a tutorial on Discord. Is it still something that people struggle with? Okay, I mean, I guess I can do that. No, I mean, that's a good point. Because if that's something that people actually struggle with, then it would be a good idea to have that as a tutorial out there. Let me see. Do I have a pet that I can show as that? Can't use you. I don't really have a pet that I can use for that, huh? Oh wait, this one is. This one is base stat. Okay, okay. I can work on that this weekend. And so I'll make a tutorial on how to level up pet potentials. If nothing else, so that we can have an archive of tutorial videos out there. Hi, Pavan. So we'll do that. Okay, what was I gonna do? I think I gotta do Maze and Void Cage. By the way, people have said that this is not showing up for them. I don't understand it because I don't think I had it the first time, so I feel like you have to at least complete it once. And it should show up, but there are some people saying it still doesn't show up for them, so I'm not entirely sure how that works. But as a hint, or as a tip, if you are struggling to finish these achievements, these Shadow Maze achievements, complete with one faction, complete without items, complete without buffs, if you use this autocomplete, it will auto-complete those achievements for you. So you'll lose the 2,000, the 2,600 from completing it, but you'll gain 6,000 from these achievements. So if you don't have these yet, that's how you do it. The new way to do it. Okay, I heard about that. I don't think I placed that bet, so let's see here. I heard that that happened. Phoenix and Valkyrie? Gilong, they're both pretty bad, honestly. Okay, who is who? What is going on? There's so much stuff on the screen. There is so much stuff on the screen. So this one died. Who was that? Was that Koshka? This one died. What is going on? I don't even recognize like all these icons because I haven't seen all this stuff. Okay, so this one is Hua, I think. But he lost. It said he lost. What's the secret scene? Yeah, I don't get it. He won, but he should have lost. I feel like this is one of those bugs. They had a bug like this a long time ago where the result of the fight was not what actually happened in the fight. So this probably is more of, this could be a display bug actually. Like the teams that we are watching and the fight that we are watching may not actually be the correct thing. So I bet 3 times. That's it. So when he says the treasures of the secret scene, what does that mean? Arwen is still better for single target damage. Saizo is just more multi-purpose. Like, Arwen's upper limit of damage is higher, but Saizo has a higher... His more general purpose, because his regular shot hits 3, and his skill can kind of hit different people. So against a team with multiple classes where Arwen isn't like laser focused on killing specific people, Saizo is going to do better. But if you're looking at a normal fight with like a whole lot of classes and a whole lot of other stuff, Saizo is better. Wait, what did he mean? Did you mean this? Or did you mean this? This is Mythic Artifact Forging, so this is nothing. This is Heroes in the Soul Shop. New pets? No. They leaked that there's gonna be artifacts. They're gonna modify 2 artifacts, and they're gonna add some other new ones. I don't think we have information about them just yet. I think they're modifying... They're gonna... Oh! You mean this. Do these change? Man, you gotta be a whale to spend on this one, though. This one ain't worth it. Oh, if you're wish spinning for axes, maybe you can do it. But even then, you need 140 picks to get here. There's no... Like... How many do you think you can get out of this? You can't get nearly enough out of this to make a difference. Hi, Axel. I think it would take you a really long time because Wish Wheel doesn't come by that often. And you only get 7 spins for free. Anyway, people are showing what they get from this, and the numbers are all wrong. So, as expected, these numbers are completely wrong. Like how you have a higher chance of getting a 5 axe than a 1 axe. So the display is just all wrong. And even this is 2%. That's pretty good. That's really high. I would like to see the final numbers on this, but I still don't... I think it might not be worth it. By the way, I donated blood today. I had to go give... That's why I was later today than usual. It's been a while. I hope I answered his question. I can't really understand Vietnamese. Okay, let's just run through these real quick. Hate this thing. This mode is so tedious, but auto-completing it for like a third of the rewards is so not worth it. So you might as well play it. Then again, the only thing that matters now is Chain Lightning. Spin a few times. I can. Oops, not this one. People have shown off some of their spins and it's pretty bad. Alright, let's go. What do we got? One key. One key. Wow, that's so laggy. One free spin. One free spin. One key. One axe. One free spin. 10 keys. I think that's it. That's really bad. So let's assume that the numbers are swapped, and it's actually 35% chance to get 1. Let's just say that it's 35% chance to get 1. That means you get on average 3.5 per 10 spin, which seems high. If you get 3 per 10 spin, you need 500 or like 450 spins to get enough to get to the axe. 450 spins. And if you do that in gems, that's 45 10 spins, right? And one 10 spin is 2,500 gems. That's 100,000 gems. That's 110,000 gems. You're looking at 110,000 gems basically to get this, guaranteed. It could be much less, but that's the maximum that it could be. I believe you can buy them for gems though. Like every day I think you can buy 5 for gems. I don't remember how much they cost though. Whatever. Oh no, 200 gems. Here we go. So every day you can buy 5 for 200 gems each. So 1,000 gems will get 5 times 7. That's 35. That takes off 22. Okay, so you're looking at. You're still looking at 100,000 gems. You got 35 of them for 7,000 gems. Wait, no, that's pretty good. Hold up. 35. It's 1/3. No, it's 1/4. For 7,000 gems. When normally 35 of them would cost 20,000 gems. So you knocked off 15,000 gems. Okay. So instead of 120,000, it's down to 100,000 gems. If you buy this for free every day, it's 100,000 gems. That's terrible. Dylan, yes, veg is actually very good for bosses. The reason for that is it's not something that's actually listed in the game, but crit damage resistance can go negative, meaning if they have 0 crit damage resistance and he drops it by 35, it's like you increased your crit damage by 35%. So, and he doesn't need to freeze them in order to do it. All this has to do is if he crits his skill, it activates. And since his crit is ridiculously high, I mean, it's 50.2% naturally, and then if you put him in the back, it's 80.2%, so he's gonna crit. He's gonna crit on his skill, and it basically increases your crit damage by 35%. So if you're looking for like a final buffer that, you know, in addition to the regular, if you already have Phoenix, Skuld, Koshka, any of those 3 would be better. But if you're looking for someone else past those, veg is a really, really good one. So, yeah, veg is very good for bosses. But really, ideally, it should be Koshka. Oh, I want Koshka. Man, 100,000 gems. So 100,000 gems gets you 1 hero, 1 artifact, and what else? So 1 artifact, 1 hero, a whole lot of gear, don't care about the gear, 2 heroes, a red can, 6-star fodder. I don't think so. So let's see, how about this? You gotta get 80 to get to this. So you'll get 35 from that. So you need 45 more to get there. To get 45 from here is 15. 15 times... That's 30,000 gems. That's 37,000 gems. So it's 37,000 gems for a red can. That's too much. That is too much. You want veg copies? Veg is easy, isn't he? You want veg copies? Get them right here. Get as many as you want. Don't do that one. And you can get one here if you want. 1365. I don't think that's enough. It's like, I think you're one round short. I think you will be one round short. What do I have? 1610. Even I'm like starting to push it. It's getting dangerous. Oh. Oh. Oh, I have 57,000 of these. I'm so close. I'm so close. Bui, that's only true until you finish Guild Tech. Once you finish Guild Tech, or at very minimum, finished Guild Tech for Warrior, Cleric, pretty much Warrior and Cleric. If you've maxed out those two, and depending on what the rest of your roster looks like, if you don't use the others, it's not so important. But as long as you've maxed out all the trees and the heroes you use, go ahead and buy heroes. Dylan, it's 2,500, but you need 2050 on hand. So your what did you say? 13 or no? So if you have 2,000 on hand, you have enough to do it. 2,050. That's enough to pull 5 rounds because you get them back. You get 90 back per round that you complete. But that means you need that times 2, so you need 4,000 keys. And so you are like, you're at a point where you need to start really paying attention to how many keys you have. And you can't really use too many elsewhere. The thing that I'm looking forward to though is pulling Miracle Eyes, because Miracle Eyes is also gonna give the stars, and so I'm looking forward to finally getting a Cosmic Phoenix. I think once the Heaven and Hell come out, everybody's gonna have Cosmic Phoenix, so if you don't want to be too far behind, you better start thinking about that. Which I say as I'm very far behind. Let me at least take this guy to where I can have a rune on him. Okay, so if you think about someone pulling, you have about 6 rounds left until the next Heaven and Hell. What do you mean you have 2 rounds? I want max rounds. I want 5 rounds of each. I want 6 rounds of each Miracle Eyes. I want all of that. And so Miracle Eyes, I have 400 plus 100,000. So I have like 900. The reason I don't have Cosmic Phoenix is because I haven't pulled anything. I haven't pulled Miracle Eyes. I haven't pulled keys. But once I get there... So if you pull, what, 7 rounds of Miracle Eyes... plus 5 rounds of keys, that'll put you at 12 stars. So I can get to a 10-star Cosmic Phoenix almost. I have to start thinking about that. So I have to figure out like how far Pavan, most people earn about 330 keys in 3 weeks. So when you have 6 rounds left, you can save effectively 6 rounds of keys. So between now and the final hero, so you can save one round until skip, 1 round until new undead, 1 round until skip, 1 round new undead, 1 round skip, 1 round new hell. Sorry, the second one was heaven, not undead. So you can save about 5.5 rounds of keys. That's about 17. From now till the end of it, you can save about 1,700 keys. And so, yeah, I don't even have enough. I have to start thinking about, you know what? I'm going to start focusing on that, I guess. I've got some gems. So, start buying some keys. Like this. This is where you buy your keys. Oh wow, there's so many keys in here. Oh my god, there's so many keys in here. Okay. And you don't actually need to do what I just did, because this is the same price. 125 gems a key. In Goblin Slayer, man, my Goblin Slayer is here. I did 7.4 billion damage. It's kind of weird because last time I was struggling to crack 2. Hey John, doing good. But this time I did 7. So my Arwen did 1.6. Here Nyx and Bryn went crazy and Sizo went crazy. Here, wow, Aegina did... Wait. No, Aegina did 92 million. Never mind, that's not that great. And then my last 2 were trash heroes, so I did nothing there. It's okay. It's enough to put me in 14th place. So I'm here. Dang, look at that. Look at that. His Arwen did 13 billion damage. I really don't know what the best way is to set up for this. Like, I feel like there's a lot of tricks to it that I haven't figured out. Nyx's damage pretty much all comes from Reflect. So he's got to take the damage, but remember that he's got to take it while he's in Reflect mode. Spidey, I mean, they haven't even announced the new Hell. You should wait for that. Basically, I just set up my teams for, like, an even amount of damage. That's it. I split my Nyxes, and then... I think Sizo had an 88 warrior in this one. And then Arwen, I guess there's nothing good going on here, but she still did 1 million damage. Which one would Arwen do well in? Probably this one with Warrior. But also notice, I survived all 15 rounds with everybody alive. Right? Do you always survive? This one, Chessia died. Because this team doesn't have any healing. It has no veg. So you basically have to survive. If you can set it up with Scald and whatever so that you can survive all 15, you're bound to get big reflect damage out of Nyx. It looks like she locked onto Phoenix. So Cleric would have done it on this one. Pretty much just split your big damage dealers. I know that I have Nyx, I have Brynn, I have Arwen, I have Saizo. So I have to kind of split those up to do as much damage as I can. If I had put my Chessia on this team, probably instead of the Azathoth, I probably could do even more damage on this one. But actually, this one isn't even better off. Teddy. Oh, you look who he locks on? So Saizo, huh? Void Cage shot. So there is your hint. If you have good artifacts, you can choose who Arwen locks onto and put her in the appropriate team. Void Cage shot. So this one is tricky because normally you want to buy these chests. However, now that we have Forge Master all the time, now that this is always here, it feels like you should just avoid the chests and you should just buy this. Buy as many of this as you can. And it looks like I'm down by 1, so let me go play that mode real quick and get enough to buy the last one. So you pretty much do not have enough to keep up with that anymore. Okay, I don't even care. Oh, come on. My first fight is this? Okay, let's go this way that only has 2 Nyx. So pretty much you have to buy the Bloodstones every single time. There's no other way around it because otherwise you won't have enough to keep up with making Gen 3, Gen 2 gear all the time. Great! You killed my Brynn. What a pain in the butt. It's fine. I just gotta make it to the end. It'll be easy enough to make it to the end. But from what I saw, the boss skills this time are really hard. It's a cleric, which I don't have the 88, Mythic 88 for, and he does damage to your team every turn, which you can't heal because of how he works. So I feel like this boss is going to be really hard to do good damage on. Like, if you're not a whale, and yeah. I don't know how people take that and do ridiculous damage anyway. I do not understand. I think you gotta have like a couple of olds or something doing it. Oh, I'm not even looking for the well, okay, whatever. Is this enough? I think that's enough. I think that's enough. Saizo better than Arwen in PvE? It depends on what you're fighting. For bosses, Arwen's still better. For general purpose, Saizo is better. Okay, so that is 4 of those. I bought those because I'm trying to get them on you. Not here. God, where do you get the gold to do this? Like, where am I gonna get another 300 million gold out of nowhere? God, it's ridiculous. I guess I guess it'll be Fuse. Fuse should do it. So I have Gen 2 on... Oh. I see. That doesn't bode well for me. My old has no artifact. So I've got Gen 2 on old. I've got it on Bryn. I've got it on both Nyx. So I finished a set on both Nyx. And I have a set on Saizo. And I have a set on Arwen. So I basically put them on my core heroes. I put them on who I want to do damage, and after this point, now I'm kind of struggling to figure out who I'm going to put it on. So I'm going to put one on Skuld, and then the next one, I don't know. I don't think I have someone that I want to put it on after that. Maybe Sigurd? Ideally, if I could finish Kashka or Rascal, it would be on them. Or Cosmic Phoenix, I guess. Wish Wheel? I'm probably skipping the Wish Wheel. Okay, so I should be able to take at least an 8-star, right? Right? Yeah. And I'm broke now after spending all that gold. Okay, so an 8-star is 6. So if I pull keys, 5 rounds of keys, that's 6 crystals. So I can get an 8-star Cosmic Phoenix. Okay. T3 Vivienne over T1 Skuld. Okay, that is a loaded question. It depends on the teammates. If your teammates are all T5 red, they're both trash. The Skuld is always going to use up her own revive. And either way, neither of them can ever get fast enough to actually ever fire their skill. So the answer would be it depends on on the level of your teammates. What was I doing? Oh yeah, my Arwen. So I'm using crit damage. This seems to be one of the safest bets for her. Because it also comes with its own defense break, and what is it called? I think the gear also comes here. The gear also comes with 17 defense break. So she doesn't really need the Death Break rune anymore. Saizo, I'm using the same thing. It's raw, level 0, but I'm using the same thing. Let's see here. What do I want to work on next? I can try to get my second Nyx to 30. Oh, I gotta finish my Skuld. This Skuld has got to get to 20. Okay. This is at 17 right now, so I gotta finish this. Okay. How much is it? Do I have one? How much is the 6-star here? For this to be a good deal, it needs to be... So if you think about it, a 5-star is 1,000 gems. But you're doing that with the gamble on getting something good. And since it's all fodder to make a 6-star, it would really need to be about 3,000 or less to be a no-brainer buy. 4,000 is kind of... I don't know. I don't think I'd be happy paying 4,000 for it. I don't think I've seen a 6-star. I know they're there, I just haven't seen them. Like, because a 5-star in... if you find a 5-star later in Shadow Maze, it's 1,000. And 1,000 for a 5-star when you're gambling on trying to get something good is absolutely worth it, I think, to me. But knowing that you're gambling, then the true cost of it is obviously much less than 1,000. So wait, no, this is 21 to 30. So the true value of it is closer to 500, and therefore if you need 6 of it, the value of it has to be 3,000 or lower. That's about the point where you'd go, okay, well, this is not bad. Heaven and Hell would be a no-brainer for sure. Oh, come on. I didn't want to fight this. Ah, screw it. So the reason that I'm going to do that... Alright, let's go. I believe that's a double kill. I believe that's a double kill. Perfect. That is 2 Chain Lightning kills. And if I needed a little bit more, I could just have killed these guys and let the what is it called? This do a little bit more work. All right. That is how you do it. Purple. Okay, purple is what I want. Purple is what I want. Yeah, so yeah, non-Heaven and Hell makes it worth even less. Because at least the ones that you buy for 500 gems are all 5 stars. So you can really get something good out of that if you're lucky. So 4,000 feels too expensive. What are the chances that I get another Chain Lightning? Probably not good, huh? Jeez, I don't even have any of these. Like, at this point, I think I've got enough buffs that I don't need to use any more items. So I'm free to explore and do whatever I want. But Ty, why do you want to stop at 4 rounds? 4 rounds is not a good place to stop. Four rounds is actually really not a good... Okay, let me do some math for you to show you why 4 rounds is not a good place to stop, because this is actually something that should be in 5 rounds. You definitely don't have enough. You're looking at getting like 2,000 maybe. Wait, no, you're looking at about 1,800, let's say. I think you can get about 1,800 keys between now and the end of it. So that's 3,100. That's not enough. Wait, I did get one. Shoot. Kind of didn't expect that. Now I need another chain lightning. Or another... This one might be tough. I don't know if I can get any... Hey! You unskipped my fight! Why would you unskip my fight? So sometimes this just goes away. I don't get it. No, next key is new undead. Oh, if... They can't add a new cosmic yet. Hey, a Nirbon. They can't. Like, the general public hasn't even reached their first Cosmic Phoenix. No way. No way. No way. Ty, I'm counting all of that. If I count that you can save 300 to 350 keys in 3 weeks, you have 5.5 sets of 3 weeks. That's 1,700 keys. If you want any more than that, you have to start buying them in the shop. And then it depends on how many gems you have. Hi, Jova. The whales don't count. Okay, hold on. This does 60, and this does 35. So this actually is perfect. So if I can lay a bomb that hits 2 enemies, and then hit them both with a bomb, I'm good. I only have one more floor left, so I guess we'll have to do it on the next floor. Oh boy. Now I kind of wish I had that the icon that lets me see enemies. See, the whales don't count because they're not limited by the regular standards. They can obtain the stars at any time they want. We cannot. We can only get them during specific times. Okay, I'm just gonna let this happen. Oh, shoot. Did I mess up? Did I mess up? I might have messed up. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I haven't... I might have messed up. So we were just discussing, it cost about 100,000 gems to get to the final point. Key max is 5 rounds. Okay, so the reason that you don't want to stop at 4 rounds And this is very... so the reason is because the up chest... The first up chest is 500. The second one is 700. And the third one is 900. If you add those three up, that's 2100. So if you pull 2,000 keys, you will stop just short of the third up hero. But if you go up to 2,500, you're guaranteed to get it. So you will pull 5 rounds, you'll get 5 copies, you're guaranteed 3 up copies, so that's 8 copies total in 5 rounds of keys. So it's much better if you're going to pull all the way to 5 rounds, or stop at maybe 3. If you pull 3 rounds, you're guaranteed 2 up copies as well as the 3 copies that you get from keys. So it breaks the up hero chain at a good point. That's why you should either pull 1 round to get 2 copies, you pull 3 rounds to get 5 copies, or you pull 5 rounds to get 8 copies. That's where you want to stop. You don't want to do 2 or 4 because it doesn't work out. I think I'm screwed. Hi Zomb, I think I'm screwed. Okay. Didn't want to do that. Hi Kozor. Yeah, I didn't want to do that either. I wanted this to go off. Ah, I really messed that up. Should have just done it in the other... Man. I shouldn't have used that cannon. Good for this meta? Nix. Done. There end of story. There is no second place. There is only Nix. Oh, that sucks. I didn't expect to get a second chain lightning. Man. Oof. Okay. So. Looks like Scold is stopping at 19. Looks like Scold is stopping at 19. Alright, so I need 300 more. And that's where I am with that. It's very expensive to keep buying those with gems, so you really can't. And they're actually not very generous with those. Like, I don't think I have any spare at all. I stopped at 30. By the way, if you want proof of the key rounds going to 5, oops. Here, 5 rounds. 5 rounds of Phoenix. Okay, so yeah, Jova, we basically or the way that I count it is that with 100,000 gems, oh hey, nice. With 100,000 gems, and if you assume that you're gonna get about 3 axes, hey wait, this changed. Did they patch it? Oh, they patched it! Or my spinning changed it. Hey! It got fixed. Alright, alright, alright. So that actually changes up my math some more. So if we now assume that based on this, that you're going to get 2 axes per 10 spin, okay? That's the math. 2 axes per 10 spin. Let me, you know what, I'm going to write this out. They changed keys to 5 rounds a long time ago. Quite a long time ago. Okay. So we know that we need a max of 140 keys. You get approximately 2 axes. Oops, it's axes, not keys. Per 10 spin, 2,500 gems. That means in order to do this, Viraz takes Sigurd, I guess. Kalpa, that is non-Heaven and Hell. For Heaven and Hell, it's going to be back to 1 copy. So for Phoenix, you'll see that you get 2. You'll get a second one at 300. But when this is Heaven and Hell, the hero is going to go back to being at 400. They said that they're changing it up for Heaven and Hell only. Or for non-Heaven and Hell. Because nobody wanted to pull their keys outside of Heaven and Hell, so they're incentivizing it. Okay. If we also work in math... Hold up. Where is it? A free one is 35%. We'll say per 7 spins. Let's say 8 spins. 10. Oops, this got big. So we're just gonna do a rough estimate here. So that's 70 spins divided by 20%. So let's say 56 10 spins should do it. Right? Is 56 about a good range? 50, yeah, let's say... Let's say 56 10 spins for 140 axes. And a 10 spin is 2,500 gems, so... It's 140,000 gems. Now, if you change it, buy 5 daily from event for 1,000 gems. $35 axes for 7k gems, right? So that takes away 1/4 of this. And 1/4 of this is 35,000 gems. So you basically dropped it by 20. So the net is about 112,000 gems for artifact plus hero. That's basically what it comes out to. I hadn't counted the free spins in there. So if you count free spins at, damn, 35%, so high. If you count free spins, then the net is 112,000 gems. I could be way off on this, but I think it might be a tiny bit lower because it's 35% and I'm just giving it 20. But 112,000 gems for one of these artifacts plus one of these heroes. Plus the rest of the stuff. A red can plus one of these heroes plus 6-star fodder. Hi, Georgie. Plus the junk from here. I just don't know. I think the plus of that is going to be you'll also get tons and tons of keys. You'll probably get a couple hundred keys. So that offsets it by... So that, let's say you get like 200 keys. So that offsets it by 20,000. So your net cost is like 90,000. Let's say you also get... Georgie, I saw that. It doesn't make sense. I think there's a display bug. You get one of... You also should get maybe 0.3%. So that's what, 3,000 to get one of these? No, 300? 300, and you're spinning like 7,000 times. So you get like let's say you get like 5 of these. It might be worth it. If you really think about it, it might be worth it. If you get like 200 gold keys and you get like, I don't know. Oh no, you're not going to get this much. You'll get like 10 miracle eyes. You'll probably get 2 or 3 of these. Probably get 2 or 3 of these. So that really drops your net cost down to like 60,000 something, 70,000 that you're spending purely on that you're like, so it's like 70,000 that you're spending purely on these 2 items. It's not so bad. It's not great, but it's not so bad. And then you're getting full sets of... Oops. I would like to build the second old someday. And then you count all the value of this. Basically 0, basically 0. So basically like 100 gems in value in each level. Until you get to this one. Nope, still junk. Nope, still junk. This honestly is worthless to me. Okay, so the value of the levels is not very good. This is the first wish wheel we have ever had back since like T5, I want to say. To put it honestly. Like, it's been that long since we've seen the wish wheel at all. So of course it had to be revamped for everything. So yes, it's the best you've seen because it's come to the modern day. Now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. Let's put this in and see if how wrong I am. Okay, how do you get additional blood ores? You gotta buy them. You buy them from the void shop right here. So, okay. So here is the reason that this is very hard to really do any math on. When you pick the final goal, that means that this item is actually randomly on here. As soon as you find it, you can go on to the next level. It means that when I say a maximum of 140, that's assuming that you find it at the last spot every single time. Now, what this board shows us is that here is 19 prizes, plus the final one is one of these three. So this is 19 prizes plus 1. So, realistically, you probably can find it in maybe... I mean, it's just pure luck. The average probably would be somewhere in like the 13-15 range, which means that instead of it actually costing 112,000, you would drop that cost by about 20%, and it would drop down to about 80,000. Because as soon as you find the prize, you can move up. So you could get to the end with as little as 7, but the maximum is 140. But if you don't have 140 on hand, or if you don't have the ability to reach 140, you shouldn't even try. Hi, Kent. Because let's say that you spend all of your gems, everything you've got, and you only get to 120 keys, or 120 axes. Now, let's say you use 120 axes, it gets you through floor 1 through 6, and now you're stuck on floor 7 with, 5 or 10 spots left, and you haven't pulled the grand prize. How are you going to get those last axes? It's actually impossible, because unless you spend a whole bunch of money to buy gems, which you can't really even do, I don't think there's packages for... Well, I guess you can buy these. Unless you're looking to spend this to finish it off, you've really screwed yourself. Mars to Bryn, yes, that's a good one. So, realistically, you won't need 140. However, to prevent the worst case scenario from happening, you should make sure that you have enough on hand to be able to reach 140 if that is what is needed. Now, another way you can look at it is you can buy... What you can do is you can buy the 5 a day, and so on the last day, after you've bought 35, there is no daily axe. There's no daily axe. Unless you mean this one. So you can buy 5 for 200 gems each. This is what it is. I have these two because I believe that after 7 it either repeats at 7 or stops. I think it just stops. But axes carry forward, so if you complete it, I think your axes will just save until the next time. So what you can do is you can buy all of the 35, and on the last day you can say, well, I had really bad luck on the first floor, so if I can't make it to 140, I shouldn't even try. Or you can be like, oh, with my 35 axes, I actually got to floor 4. That saved me half my cost. Let me just buy all the rest. Hi, Akanbo. So there's two ways to look at that. But really, when you put it in that light, it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's not great, but it's not bad. Okay, so Like, every 10 that you cut off is basically 12,000 gems that you cut from your... No. Yeah, it's 5, so 12,000 gems. So if you use a number of 112,000 and you say that every 10 squares that you find it early, you cut 12,000 off your range. Every 2 that you find it early, you cut 2,500 off your range. So if you start from a max of 112 and whittle it down, you can kind of work your way into where it should be. But I mean, it's not easy for us to save that many gems. Because if you really think about it, legitimately, if you are working on making Gen 2 gear every single time you can, this is what? This is, you know, 14,000 gems every 3 weeks. Plus you got to spend on peaks. So now you're looking at spending 4,000. So you're spending a sunk cost of 26,000 gems per 3 weeks. That gets very dangerous. I think that that's already pushing the limits of what people get. Pushing the limits of what people can get for free without spending. I'll read that later. Hi Terho. The math on the axe is... Oops. Drop out of college? No, don't drop out of college. The math on the axe is 20%. They fixed it, so after I spun, the numbers changed. So if you consider an average of 2 axes per 10 spin, then those are the numbers. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit better because of this, but... You know, I don't think that this is going to significantly change the numbers that we're looking at. So, man. So 112,000 gems, but you're also getting like 200 keys. App Gambler, how do you want me to do that? I don't have those axes. That means that you need to have 120,000 gems on hand. Well, this is already day 1, day 2 of the event. I don't have access to any more axes. I'm too lazy to do that. But I assure you that that's how it's gonna work. If you find... I mean, I don't understand your question. Are you saying that you don't trust that you move on to the next level if you get it? Because I assure you, you do. If you find it, you move on to the next level. I can waste everything here. I don't know... Miracle Eye, free spin, free spin, free spin, 1 axe, free spin, 1 axe, 10 silver keys, 1 axe. I got 3 axes, not bad. Oh, I got 4 axes. Chessia is mediocre. She's fun, but she's not like... She has no place in the meta, pretty much. Wow, oh, I got the skins. Oh, I got the elite, the 6-star fodder chest. Not bad, not bad. I really like the high rate of free spins. I think it's pretty good. I'm not saying it's not worth it. I just think that when you consider everything else that we're already using gems on, I think there's going to be very few people that actually have the ability to aim for this. Oh, I got 0 axes that time. I got 0 axes. Well, you can't save because you still are spending a lot on this. I guess you can. Well, okay. Uh-oh. Wait, is it using my axes? So I spun 5. Yeah, okay. Okay, so you can spend axe without, or you can spend gems without spending your axes. Okay, well, that's that. YOLO! No, Axel, that's not how that works. When you buy the axe with gem, it's used immediately. It's not an axe that you buy. That's why this event has always been such trash. Okay, I only got 2. I got 3 Miracle Eyes. Can I just skip this? Oh, I can. I can skip it. Nice. I got 3 axes. Alright, fine. Oh, I got the chest. Nice. Alright. Do I actually want that? I feel like I want this. Okay, there we go. So I got it at 18, and I take the portal, and I'm in the next level. So there you go. There is your proof that it absolutely moves you forward if you get it early. But I got it at 18. That's not really early. So if I had used that math from before, I cut off 2,500 gems. That's it. I don't think that we can count this as a good event. The other thing that you have to remember is that, remember the gacha ball event? That's 78,000 gems. And when they did it correctly, that was another guaranteed hero at the end of that. Like with Sigurd, it was a guaranteed Sigurd, along with like 100 other chances at an extra Sigurd. I guess it's not bad. I guess it's not terrible. But that is only this time when there is a wish wheel. Because remember that wish wheel, again, you never know when it's coming back. And what if the next time it comes back, it's not during a treasure hunt event and it's just something else? You'll never get it for free. Well, Genesis, if you think about it, that's a $100 artifact. That's the justification. It's basically these artifacts are never available for moonstones. Actually, I don't know if flame is. I don't think it is, but no, this one might have been. I don't remember. But these artifacts are not available for moonstones. The only place that you can get them is either the Goblin Slayer shop or spending $100. So if you keep that in mind, it's not the worst. And then Flame has been? Okay, I thought so. App Gambler, that would be correct. But they do also give you a free spin every day. So going to get to 105 on day 1 feels a little bit excessive. That's a lot of gems to spend on day 1. Unless you spend it and then bank on getting everything back over the course of the week. I didn't even really get many gold keys, I think. Okay, well, at least now we know. Casually have 100,000 gems. What is this flexing as I casually have 20,000? Like I said, when you consider that we need to be spending this minimum these 3 every single time, and this one actually is not terrible because now that it's so tight to be able to get enough bloodstones, using the 3,000 gems to save 2 bloodstones turns out to be not the worst idea anymore. So when you consider that you're spending 28,000 gems on Gen 2 gear and... oh, more actually, because this is 4,000 and this is another 5,000. So you're spending another 9,000 gems. So you're spending 40,000 gems every 3 weeks on just upgrades. And so when you consider that, it's very hard for people to get up to 70, 80,000. So I think that that's, I don't know. The only time I ever had that many gems on hand was when they updated the game and gave everybody 50,000. And then I burned through it like right away. Like I did Gacha Ball and it was all gone or something. I think that, yeah, I don't know. I just don't know that there's more than like a couple hundred people in the world that care enough to spend 100,000 gems on something like this. If that. If even that. What? What? Terry, it's up there. 20%. 2 axes. Or 1 axe is 20%. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, plus 4, 8, 12, okay, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, okay. They fixed the display. Once I spun the wish wheel, they fixed the display and all the numbers are correct. So the correct numbers on it are 1 axe 20%, 5 axe 8.8%, 1 free spin 35%. This is what it was. I think it was, the numbers were right, but the items displayed were wrong. And 10 spin is 0.2%. So once I spun it, it refreshed the display and it fixed it. Alright, so there's the math. 112,000 gems. Worst case scenario, You'll probably spend less than that, but even if you do, you want to make sure you have 112,000 on hand before you start. Otherwise, you run the risk of very realistically running into the last level with not enough gems to buy the last spins. So, there is the math. Alright guys, I'm going to call it here for tonight. I'm happy that we finally have a use for the treasure hunt event. I'm happy that we finally decided that it's not complete and utter trash. It's only 80% trash. That's satisfying. So, thanks guys for watching, and I will see you next time.